The constant fear-mongering about Israel from the left and right wing is getting quite annoying at this point, especially coming from some right-wing conservatives. I would have thought that they would be more objective in every topic they choose to discuss, but when it came to Israel, I started to see how some of them were extremely biased, and the way they talk about Israel, and it's becoming more and more obvious. I'm getting to the point where they just think we're just a bunch of mindless sheep who will just believe all of their bullshit rhetoric about Israel and Jewish people. The main complaint is that Israel wants to pull the United States into another war that has nothing to do with them, and the fact that the US is funding Israel, consistently giving them billions of dollars, when in reality, yes, the US does give Israel billions of dollars and military equipment and aid, but that money is mainly military equipment, testing weaponry for the United States, and also leaving out the fact that the United States is actually benefiting from giving aid to Israel. Financially, it directly supports over 20,000 jobs in the US and indirectly supports thousands of other jobs. Over 1,000 companies in the US have signed contracts worth billions of dollars through America's commitment to help Israel defend against ascending threats. If anything, the United States imports more goods from Israel than it exports to Israel. Back in 2022, the aid we sent to Israel was $15.5 billion, and at the same time we imported $24.1 billion from Israel in materials and goods. And as of this rhetoric of Israel wants to pull the United States into a war with Iran, last time I checked, the only boots on the ground were the Israeli Defense Force, not the United States Army. And the IDF are the main ones doing all the work, regardless if the United States supply them with weapons or not. They've been doing all the work since October 7th, taking on 4 terrorist groups trying to attack and wipe them off the map. Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in South Lebanon, the Houthis in West Yemen and other Islamic Jihad groups being funded by Iran. So for all of these people who want to criticize Israel, saying they need to handle their own problems, but at the same time want to criticize Israel for how they handle the war in Gaza, calling it a genocide, ask yourself this. Does it really make sense to tell a country to handle their own problems and keep us out of it? And when they do, you continuously criticize and condemn them for doing so, even though the way they're handling the problem doesn't affect you in any kind of way, being outraged about what Israel did to Gaza, but then forgetting what started this war in the first place, or trying to justify what happened October 7th with claims like occupation. Last time I checked, if you wanted to commit a genocide against the group of people, you don't warn them in advance of when you're going to attack by dropping millions of flyers, sending text messages and phone calls to the civilians. You're being accused of trying to kill, and knowing how well equipped the Israeli Defense Force is. It wouldn't take an entire year just to wipe that tiny strip of land off the map.